What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. We are live to both YouTube and Twitch with a special guest here. I haven't seen him since my honeymoon on my channel. Cole40 here.
Specifically shouting out he hasn't seen me until his honeymoon, you know. Just...
Ooh, yeah, Robbie showed up at Disney World. So, YCS Niagara Falls, an event with a view, happened over the weekend, and quite the controversy came out of here. The first event for Soul Fusion, where we saw our Thunder Dragons come out of the set, but also perhaps highly underrated were the Dangers, and our Snecky boy actually making a huge impact with, I believe, 7 decks out of the top cut, including a Spiral deck. So we'll talk about the top cut in a bit. Was it 6? All right.
It was 6.
So Robbie already correcting me, but we see here that Jeff Jones early on in the tournament, round 3, has a feature match against another high-profile duelist, Hanko Chow, who's commonly featured on Team Samurai X1's channel, has a lot of really unique regional tops, and has come so close to that gold before. But Hanko Chow against Jeff Jones, Jeff has 2 buys, and he just comes out the gate swinging FTKs into the format using Dark Worlds of all things. So with Armageddon Knight and Grepher in his deck, he has 7 cards to start the FTK, and if he plays Vion, I believe that's 10 to just send Malicious, because he goes into Isolde, sends 4 equips, gets out Armageddon Knight, and is then able to go up into Summon Sorcerers and continue to turbo out his whole entire deck into the graveyard, re-resource it, and then able to summon Cannon Soldier, a Dark again, using Firewall from the to hand from the grave, and then link away, summoning it from hand, and then loop Grapha along with another Dark World. In this case, in his feature match, it was Snow. I don't know that he played more Dark Worlds than Snow and Grapha. The deck profile will eventually be on the ARG YouTube channel, so look forward to that. But Jeff makes top 8 through this event after his round 3 feature match, where twice he FTKs Hanko Chow completely. Hanko, ooh, that face, that would be my face when I'm getting FTK'd. But definitely an impressive showing from Jeff Jones all the way into top 8, and another version of the FTK will end up making the very finals of this event. The top cut mat, interestingly enough, has that purple dark background to go with the Chaos Emperor Dragon, and I heard this was running around in Thunder Dragons, vanishing a light and a dark. It makes perfect sense with the Thunder Dragons that are out there, so it seems like an impactful prize card might be among us once again. So we go ahead into the event coverage and look at the top cut. Azad, a well-known duelist, actually taking first in Swiss with Sky Striker, and then Cody Angeloff in second with Goki, Brian Levine in third with Thunder Dragon. Seems like a very skillful format when in Swiss we know 4 of the top 5, along with Hani Jawari over here with Goki in 5th place, Asala in 8th with Thunder Dragon. Just all these household names. Bowden, 11th, Thunder Dragons. We keep hearing just household name after household name. James Cotton. We have Jeff Jones. It seems like overall, a lot of skill was what went into this event in Toronto. Now, or Niagara Falls, my bad. We got 9 Thunder Dragon decks, 8 Goki decks, 4 Sky Striker decks, 2 Danger Burning Abyss, 3 Danger Dark Worlds, and as I understand it, all these are FTK decks, and it's kind of funny how Konami likes to leave the term out like first turn kill of their coverage, unless it's Europe. Europe actually tends to recognize it in their coverage, and it's kind of pushed aside and hidden here, isn't it? We have 1 Danger Spiral deck. I'm really looking forward to this profile. Danger Spiral is something that I don't think a lot of people saw coming, but I knew Spiral in some way, shape, or form would creep its way into the format, kind of like Faisal Khan did at the WCQ. We have 2 Altergeist decks, 1 Pendulum-based deck, a Paleozoic Frog, and a Trickstar Mech Knight. So Invoked and True Draco completely absent. I was actually shocked by the lack of True Draco. It's kind of a deck that you've been thinking would do relatively well, right, Robbie?
Yep, I was expecting True Draco to still be here because Floodgates are still really good. But
my Twitch chat has crashed.
And that Paleo Frog deck got 4th place in Swiss.
yeah, I think people are more excited for the Paleo Frog deck than anything else here. Like
I know that's going to be on DZeef's channel very soon. DZeef, he told me he has to edit it together, but he has it coming. So that'll be pretty interesting.
So my real question was how many players were in attendance for this?
I actually do not know the answer to that.
The real question... The real
It's
question you
enough-
have to ask yourself from the community is, one, are people going to acknowledge this as a relevant scope of the meta? Because let's be real, you have, on a totally unrelated note, you have people like Johnny Nguyen over here topping regionals with Noble Knights. So I mean,
Over in Tulsa, though.
well,
Over in
that's
Tulsa.
fine, but you still have to acknowledge it for what it is. And it's going to be the same thing with this YCS. One, are we going to expect Sky Strikers to be down this much for the rest of the format? Two, was this just one of those people weren't knowing how to side for the decks this weekend? And, you know, three, it's like people were coming off Sky Strikers because they want to play new things. Are the people that were playing Thunder Dragons going to eventually return back to things like Sky Strikers?
Well, you notice there's a lot of top names. Jesse Cotton, Asala,
Exactly.
Bowden, Levine. It seems like a good chunk of players really thought that this was the deck to play, and a lot of kind of theory partners / world's competitors. It's pretty awesome to see that come together, and that high of a ceiling. And the mirror match is actually pretty insane. The Colossus and Titan are way better than I thought in terms of, like, Titan can banish, I believe, any card to protect himself, the big three-headed one. It can banish any 2 cards to protect himself, just not thunder monsters.
Well, you have to remember, things like the FTK existed this weekend, and there was very much a shroud of information that wasn't revealed by a lot of people. I'm sure people knew about it, but it wasn't to a degree that, like...
Also, we have upcoming European YCSs that still won't have Summon Sorcerers legal until the Soul Fusion Special Edition. So we're going to see Goki kind of take some kind of backseat. We're going to see stuff like... also, the FTK, highly reliant on Summon Sorcerers, probably not impact that event. So it seems like almost a head-to-head Sky Striker versus Thunder Dragon might fall out during that event.
We'll have to wait and see.
And I think the Sky Strikers will be far better prepared than this deck. Like over there, like after seeing this event, seeing that the top deck was Thunder Dragons with 9 slots, I think the Sky Striker decks over in Europe will be way more prepared overall. Going into the finals feature match, it was actually Gabe who won our WCQ versus Dirk Wagner, longtime duelist, and Gabe takes it down against the FTK. So the FTK made its way all the way into not only a top 8 slot, but also the finals. That's
Shout out
pretty
to the
interesting.
FTK.
But Gabe coming out, like, star of the year, player of the year by far so far. Like, coming in, taking Goki, doing what Goki does, overcoming the Sky Striker matchup, overcoming the odd-off matchups, and really taking everything down in a Duel 3 finals. You see that highlighted text? Gabriel Vargas is YCS Niagara Falls champion. Oof. Big oof. So Goki comes back full circle after people really thought, hey, Sky Striker's taken over. Sky Striker's the deck. What do you think made this transition for Goki to come on back? Do you think it just had time to adapt? It was far more present. Or do you think Thunder Dragon really is just that cross-counter matchup where Goki floats better or might be able to go into better things than Sky Striker and deal with the matchup?
I would argue that it's dice rolls. If Thunder Dragon goes first, they set up a board. And then same thing with Goki. Goki goes first, sets up a board. Like, you've got to play through hand traps. There's really weird stuff that you need to do.
Yeah, I definitely think that it came down to something similar to that. Like, you see a ton of good duelists piloting that. They're really concentrating on it. But
Deck's in the top cut at least.
ooh,
because
7
the winning
danger,
deck was
apparently.
Danger.
People keep saying the winning deck is Danger Goki.
In the top 32 data.
Was it Danger Goki?
People keep saying it.
Oh.
Yeah, I see a Tatsunoku, or my bad, the Danger Sneck over on his field.
Huh.
Interesting. So, I've heard that multiple times. I haven't got to read this feature match myself yet. I just know Gabe took it down. So, interestingly enough,
I know Cody was playing Danger Goki.
So Danger Goki, I guess Konami kind of underemphasized that, didn't they?
Yeah, that would make sense.
So the impact of Danger is far more than we could have possibly thought as well. I thought it would mostly show up in BA or dedicated decks, but it did find itself as a extender / card into similar decks that could just use the resources in Graveyard later. I do want to shout out that there was a new Winamat here that I actually really liked for the Duelist Pack with Kaiba on it, and the art, as well as our new Blue Eyes Ritual guy. And then also the Giant cards were our Danger Sneck. Maybe this will go for one of the most coveted snake cards. I didn't know, looking at this clear art, look, he's actually putting in a shedded snake skin rather than the snakes himself into the net. I didn't know that. This is so cool. This is actually really cool card art. And then also our Thunder Dragon was the giant card, just showing Konami really has the players in mind and knows what's happening in the community when they go for things like this. It's not like, how do you do, fellow kids? It's more so, yeah, we know what you want. We know what we did. Snek is secret, and he is awesome, and he is cute. Have a giant card of him. So, overall, I think this wrapped up to be... The surprises were kind of Thunder Dragon, way better than we thought. Danger, way better than we could have predicted. And coming in hot overall, like, we saw the Sky Strikers and Gokis come, but... By no means is this a stale format. We aren't cracking like bread that's like 30 days old and trying to put it in the toaster.
Speaking of what's cracking, shout out to Frightfur. The deck is really coming out of nowhere.
Robbie's shirts for sales. I see what you did there.
One last thing, John. That blue ice is actually not the ritual. It's Solid Dragon, which is the new effect monster. That's basically a Venus Chain.
Corrected before the comment section. Let's see how many comments come in hot there. But overall, what do you guys think of the FTK deck? Should we... Is Firewall the main problem? I certainly think so. Or should we just hit the burn cards over and over and try to continue to let Firewall exist? I think
thanks
Firewall...
for asking, John. I personally think we need to ban Cannon Soldier.
Okay, was Cannon Soldier a problem pre-Firewall?
It doesn't matter. Firewall.
No, it matters.
That Firewall's under that BS clause.
No. The new playmat was Decode Talker, Robbie.
Why not ban both?
The 20th anniversary Ace Monster is Decode Talker. I don't care about... We didn't want to give Firewall an alter art.
Give the anime like a month or two to catch up. Like, they got to put in the order to catch
Firewall
up.
has been summoned 4 times in the anime. Facts. 4 times in 70-something episodes.
I will say this much, even though Firewall is a problem card, and I'm not going to disagree with that, there were FTKs with Cannon Soldier prior.
Yeah, there were FTKs. Did they top YCS's? Answer. Waiting. No. Weird. Weird.
I mean, it's not our fault Vincent Tundo quit the game.
Okay, OMTK was a completely different deck, and guess what? Ancient history, I beat Vincent Tundo to win my event. Thank you. Decade-old top's relevant now.
John, I wish to point out...
I am the reason OMTK went down. If he didn't face Sheehan, he was gonna win that event.
I'm glad I could trigger John.
No, Tundo's a great friend. Actually, him and I play tested before this YCS in Indianapolis. I believe it's the 2008 one. And we face each other round 1 as the feature match after play testing together all weekend.
Oh my.
It was so lame. Decade-old history.
I'd like to point out something really quick, John. Apparently, Orion Luminous said there was about 753 other duelists at this YCS.
Please don't destroy my ears too late. Alright, duelists, that's a great place to end Drunk Video from Sunday night. This will be uploaded immediately, so if you see this, we might still be live streaming. Come join the live stream if you got this far. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed the discussion itself. Subscribe if you haven't already. And go check out MCole40. Really awesome dude. Great figure in the community. Leader, if I should say so myself. And good friend.